सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नमः श्रीशङ्करानन्द गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलासमहामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे तत्पादाम्बुरुहद्वन्द्व सेवा निर्मलचेतसाम् सुखबोधाय तत्त्वस्य विवेकोऽयं विधीयते। शब्दस्पर्शादयो वेद्या वैचित्र्याज्जागरे पृथक् ततो विभक्ता तत्संवित् ऐकरूप्यान्न भिद्यते। ऐकरूप्यान्न भिद्यते तथा स्वप्नेऽत्र वेद्यन्तो न स्थिरं जागरे स्थिरम्। तद्भेदोतस्तयोः संवित् एकरूपा न भिद्यते। सुप्तोत्थितस्य सौषुप्त तमो बोधो भवेत् स्मृतिः। सा चावबुद्धविषया अवबुद्धं तत्तदा तमः। सबोधो विषयाद्भिन्नो न बोधात् स्वप्नबोधवत्। एवं स्थानत्रयेऽप्येका संवित्तद्वद्दिनान्तरे मासाब्दयुगकल्पेषु गतागम्येष्वनेकधा नोदेति नास्तमेत्येका संविदेशा स्वयं प्रभा। इयमात्मा परानन्दः परप्रेमास्पदं यतः मानभुवं हि भूयासम् इति प्रेमात्मनीक्ष्यते तत्प्रेमात्मार्थमन्यत्र नैव मन्यार्थमात्मनि अतस्तत्परमन्तेन परमानन्दतात्मनः इत्थं सच्चित्परानन्द आत्मा युक्त्या तथाविधम् परं ब्रह्म तयोश्चैक्यम् श्रुत्यन्तेषूपदिश्यते with the proper logics. Vidyaranya established Satchit Paramananda Rupa of the Atma. Atma is Sat. Generally, we translate Sat as existence. Those who have attended the Tattvabodha session 1 or 2 weeks back, I have explained the meaning of Sat. In fact, the translation existence is not very precise. Strictly speaking, existence is not a correct translation. Then what is Sat? Sat is asadhatu shatru pratyaya. Sat means the existing one, that which exists. The existing one is called Sat. You won't find this translation in any book generally. That which exists is called Sat. That means the one that exists from the absolute sense, in the absolute sense, is called Sat. What exists in the absolute sense? That which is ever present. That which is ever present is Sat. Therefore, Tattvabodha describes Sat. Trikale api tishtati, it is Sat. That which is always present. We have 3 times: present, past and future. These three times are applicable to every other object. What is there now will become past at some point of time. What is there in 2024 will not be there after some time. Let us say 2124, 2124, the year 2124, none of us will be there. That means none of us, I said none of us. I am teaching Vedanta. Us means our bodies. We should be precise. These bodies will not be there. We will be there. Atma is imperishable. Therefore, what is present now becomes past. Therefore, past, what is past? Past is that which was present earlier. It was present earlier. Now it is no more present. You call it past. What is future? Future is the one that is not yet present, but it will become present at some point of time. Past has already become present and then it has gone. Past means gone. Past. It has already gone. It has flown down in the flux of time. It is called past. And present means it is there. It is neither past nor future. Every object in the world becomes present for a while and then becomes past. You can imagine it as a flow of river, the river Ganga. You are bathing in river Ganga. Some people took bath today also, I think. Yeah. So, when you bathe in the river, the water that you are bathing was not there earlier. It was not there yesterday. Where was it yesterday? It was there somewhere in the higher region. It has come flowing down from Haridwar or Rishikesh or Uttarkashi. It has come down from there. Yesterday it was there. Today it is here. And after you take bath, the water in which you took bath has flown down. It will not be there tomorrow. It will go to Calcutta. And then it will merge with the Bay of Bengal, Ganga Sagar. In the same manner, every object in the world is in a flux of time. It flows from the future. The objects flow from the future and come to present. It presents itself to you for a while. When it presents itself to you, it is present. This book is presenting itself to me now. Therefore, I call this book present. And then it flows down into the past. Past means it is gone. You can no longer pick it up. It is gone. You have to give up. There is no other way. Therefore, every object is subject to three times: present, past, and future. Whereas the consciousness is not subject to three times. You cannot talk about three times of consciousness. Does the consciousness become future? What does future mean? Our definition of future: it is not present now. It has to come, it will become present at some other point of time. Not yet present, and it will become present later on. You call it future. The Atma cannot be called future because it is already present. The Atma cannot be called past also because it is present. What is past? It has become present at some other point of time and it is no more present. You call it past. Atma is present still. Therefore, it is never past, never future. It is ever present. Atma is ever present, never past and never future. It is called Trikale api tishtati. It is present in all three times alike. Therefore, it is called Sat. The one that is ever present alone is present from the absolute point of view. Anything else you cannot call Sat. You cannot call it existing one. Because it exists now, but it will not exist at another point of time. Therefore, in truth, only Atma is existing. Only Atma is present. Therefore, it is called Sat. and it is Chit, Swayam Prabha, the self-effulgent consciousness, on account of which everything else in the world becomes evident, is called Chit, Samvit. And it is Paramananda. How Atma is Paramananda, it is also explained up to Shloka 9, starting from 8 and 9. Two shlokas explained Paramananda Swarupa of the Atma with the logic. Now, Atma is Paramananda. If Atma is Paramananda, then why are we not aware of it? Why are we not aware of it? Because we are aware of the Atma. We are aware of ourselves. We always refer to ourselves. I. There is the self. We are aware of the self. The self is self-evident. Already author said, Swayam Prabha, it is self-effulgent. Being self-effulgent, the self is evident to us. The Atma is evident to us. Therefore, if the Atma is self-evident, even the Paramananda has to be self-evident to us. But why we are not aware of it? Then the author says, it is not that we are not absolutely aware of it. In some way, we are aware of the Paramananda Rupa of our own Atma. In the meantime, we are not aware of it also. The Paramananda Rupa is evident in some way. At the same time, it is non-evident also. It is evident, meanwhile it is non-evident. What is the logic? The author says, see, abhanena param prema. If the Paramananda Rupa of the Atma is not evident, abhane sati, if it is not evident, then we would not have greatest love for the Atma. We are having greatest love for the Atma, Parama Prema for the Atma. It is possible only if the Atma is the Paramananda Rupa is evident to us. Because you will not have love to anything if you don't know it gives you happiness. If you are not aware of the happiness in a given object, you cannot have love for it. We have love for the Atma. Therefore, the Paramananda Rupa of the Atma cannot be absolutely non-evident. Meanwhile, if it is totally evident, if the Paramananda Rupa of the Atma is totally evident, we would not have searched for happiness outside. Because if you already have the highest happiness, then you will not search for happiness in jalebi. Therefore, the Paramananda Rupa is not evident also. In some way, it is non-evident also. Bhane na vishaye spraha. Bhane sati. If the Paramananda Rupa is evident to us, then there would not have been desire for Vishaya, sense objects. Vishaye Spriha. Spriha means desire. There would not have been any desire for objects. Because already there is happiness within. Therefore, the author concludes, Ataha asau atmanah paramanandata bhane api abhata. Therefore, the Paramananda Swarupa of the Atma is bhane api abhata. Despite being evident, it is non-evident. Being evident, it is non-evident. It is evident as well as non-evident at the same time. That means, to some extent we are aware of it. To some extent it is evident. Meanwhile, in some respect, it is non-evident also. We are aware of the Paramananda Rupa, but not fully aware of it. Not completely aware of it. How is it possible? How is it possible that something is evident as well as non-evident at the same time. Bhane api abhata. How is it possible? Because if we know something, it is not possible that we don't know it. If something is evident to you, at the same time it is not possible that it is non-evident to you. This is our general understanding. Our general notion is something is evident to me means it cannot be non-evident to me. Therefore, the Purva Pakshi is wondering, how is it possible? How the Atma be evident as well as non-evident at the same time? How the Paramananda Rupa is evident as well as non-evident at the same time? Then Vidyaranya explains it with an example. Such phenomenon can be observed in the world also. You don't even have to go up to Atma. Even in the world, you can experience such happening. Let us read the verse. Adhyetra varga madhyastha putradhyayana shabdavat bhanepyabhanam bhanasya pratibandhena yujyate. Vidyaranya gives an example. There is an adhyetra varga. Let me modernize this example. You send your children to school. At least his son goes to school. Others' children, your son goes to school? No. Oh, yeah, okay. Daughter goes to school. 2-3 people, their children go to school still. Others' children are grown up. Grandchildren. Okay. Okay, fine. So, you sent your children to you sent your son to school. And in the school, they are teaching to sing something in chorus. They are practicing to sing something in chorus. All the children, they are singing in chorus in a room, in the classroom. Then one day, you happen to go to the school. When you go to the school, you are standing outside the classroom because inside some singing is going on. The teacher is teaching a song in chorus. When you stand outside, you are not aware whether your son is really there in the classroom or not. You are wondering whether my son is also there. singing along with the others or not? Why you cannot make out? Your son is singing in high voice. He is there inside. He is in the class, singing in high voice. Despite that, you are not able to make out whether my son is there or not. Why? Yeah, this is an example for bhane api abhanam. Your son is singing in high voice. Therefore, his voice cannot be inaudible to you. His voice cannot be inaudible to you. It is audible to you. It is falling into your eardrums, your own son's voice. But in the meantime, you cannot make out. Why? Because all others are chanting along with him. All other children, 30 other children are chanting along with him. Therefore, despite hearing your son's voice, you are not able to make out that you are hearing your son's voice. This is an example for bhane api abhanam. Though it is evident, it is non-evident. Bhane api, though it is evident, abhanam, it is non-evident. See the example given here. Nowadays, people send children to the school. Traditionally, we used to send our children to pathashalas, gurukulas. So here also they have sent some people, around 60 children are there studying in the gurukula. They learn Vyakarana and also some amount of Veda. So they also learn to chant the Vedas. So here Vidyaranya is giving the example of Gurukula. Adhyetra varga madhyastha putradhyayana shabdavat. Adhyetra varga. A group of adhyetra. Adhyetra means those who chant, the chanter. Adhyetra varga, a group of chanters. They are chanting in chorus. Adhyetra varga madhyastha putra. Even the son is there among the adhyetras. Among the chanters, the son is also there. His son is also there. And he is also chanting in loud voice. Putradhyayana shabdavat. And his sound is falling into father's eardrums, along with the chanting of all other 30, 40 people. Then what happens? Bhane api abhanam. Even though he is hearing his son's chanting, he is not recognizing his son's voice. He is hearing his son's voice. In the meantime, he is not hearing also. Because later on, if the son asks the father, "You came to my classroom, you came near my classroom, did you hear my voice?" Then the father says, "No, I could not hear." So bhane api abhanam is possible. How it is possible? What makes it possible? Vidyaranya says it is possible if there is a bhanasya pratibandha, if there is an obstacle, obstruction of the object being evident. Bhanasya pratibandhena yujyate. Bhanasya pratibandha, obstacle of recognition. There is some obstacle on account of which, despite being evident, you are not aware of it. Something to obstruct it. It is called bhanasya pratibandha. Yujyate, it is possible. Yujyate means it is possible. It is logically possible that something is evident and in the meantime you are not aware of it. And what causes it? Bhanasya pratibandha. Shloka 13. Pratibandhosti bhatiti vyavahararha vastuni tannirasya viruddhasya tasyotpadanamuchyate. Bhanasya pratibandha, obstruction of awareness. What is pratibandha? What is the obstruction? Vidyaranya explains. Pratibandha, the obstruction. Asti bhatiti vyavahararha vastuni. There is an object, and the object deserves the reference asti and bhati. It is there and it is evident. It is present and it is evident. The object is very much present and it is very much evident. Therefore, the object deserves the reference. It is present, it is evident. When there is such an object, this phenomenon known as pratibandha blocks such a reference. Asti bhati, it is present, it is evident. Such a reference is blocked. Such a reference is suppressed. Instead, Another type of reference is produced. Nasti na bhati. It is not there and it is not evident. Not there, not evident. This type of a vyavahara, this type of a reference is caused by the pratibandha. So pratibandha is the process, the phenomenon on account of which asti bhati vyavahara, it is present, it is evident. This reference is obstructed, is blocked, and the opposite of that, tad viruddha, opposite of asti and bhati. What is it? Nasti and na bhati. It is not there and it is not evident. Such a reference is produced. Producing such a reference is called pratibandha. So Vidyaranya says, pratibandha is the process of blocking the reference asti and bhati and presenting the reference nasti and na bhati. See the verse. Asti bhati iti vyavahararha vastuni. A vastu, an object, it really deserves the vyavahara asti and bhati. It is there and it is evident. But then what does the pratibandha do? What is pratibandha? Tam nirasya asti bhati vyavahara is blocked. Viruddhasya tasya viruddhasya. Tasya viruddhasya means opposite of asti bhati. What is it? Nasti na bhati. It does not exist and it is not evident. Tasya viruddhasya vyavaharasya utpadanam. Producing the opposite vyavahara. Producing the opposite cognition and opposite reference. Uchyate. This is called pratibandha. This process is called pratibandha. This phenomenon is called pratibandha. Something is there in front of you. The glasses are there right on your face. Asti, glasses asti, and glasses bhati also. You are seeing through it only. Seeing through it means you are seeing it. Without seeing it, you cannot see through it. But then you say, where are my glasses? Nasti. I am not finding my glasses. Where are my glasses? So this phenomenon is called pratibandha. Converting asti bhati to nasti na bhati. Shloka 14. Tasya hetu samanabhi harah putradhvanishutau ihanadiravidyaiva vyamohaikanibandhanam. In this shloka, the author explains what causes pratibandha. Pratibandha hetu, the cause of pratibandha. What causes such a phenomenon? Even though it is existent and it is evident, you are made to say it does not exist and it is not evident. Making you say that is pratibandha. Making you say it does not exist and it is not evident, it is called pratibandha. So what makes you say that? It is the hetu, the cause. Tasya hetuhu means pratibandhasya hetuhu. The hetus are different. In the example, the hetu is different. In the drishtanta, the hetu is different. And in the darshtanta, the hetu is different. Drishtanta means example. Darshtanta means for which you have given the example. It is called darshtanta. Here drishtanta is putradhvani. Son's voice is drishtanta. Darshtanta is atmanaha paramananda rupata. The paramananda swarupa of the atma is the darshtanta. Because you are explaining this darshtanta through the drishtanta. In the drishtanta, the hetu for pratibandha is samanabhiharaha. Samanabhiharaha putradhvanishutau tasya hetuhu. Putradhvanishutau. In the example of hearing son's voice, what causes the obstruction? Samanabhiharaha. Samanabhiharaha means chorus. Everybody else is chanting along with him. That is what blocks. That is what blocks astivhati vyavahar. Samanabhiharaha means chanting in chorus. It causes the pratibandha. Whereas here, iha means in the darshtanta. What causes the pratibandha? Anadiravidyaiva. Anadi avidya. The avidya which is anadi. Avidya does not have a beginning. Vidyaranya could have said iha avidya eva. Avidya is the hetu. Avidya causes the pratibandha. On account of avidya, you are not fully aware of your Paramananda Rupa. Then he anticipates another question. When did avidya begin? Most often I get this question in one way or the other. Somebody may ask, when did avidya begin directly? So another question, if we are Brahman, how did we become Jiva? When did we become Jiva? Why we are born if we are Brahman? The answer is avidya. And when did it happen? It is anadi. There is no beginning. Avidya has no beginning. Therefore, anadihi avidya eva. It is the hetu for pratibandha. Vyamohaika nibandhanam. Avidya is nibandhanam, means hetu, the cause of vyamoha, cause of all errors. Vyamoha means viparita jnana, all errors, all misconceptions. I am not Paramananda. I am unhappy. I am limited. All these are vyamoha. The cause of all vyamoha, the cause of all misconceptions is anadi avidya. Now, in order to explain the avidya and how the avidya leads to samsara, Vidyaranya is developing a prakriya from the next shloka onwards. He will introduce the prakriti, maya, avidya, etc., and explain how the Brahman is looked upon as a jiva and how the jiva undergoes samsara and what leads to the moksha of the jiva from the samsara. Everything is explained through a methodology. We will see the methodology from the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.